With the live-action version of Avatar: The Last Airbender coming out on Netflix, well, I think it's time to dive back into the world of Avatar. And specifically, we're going to take a look at the waterbenders of the northern and southern water tribes, ranking them all from weakest to strongest. So let's get to it. Kaya is the daughter of Aang and Katara, and their only kid who inherited their mom's ability of waterbending. And because of training from her mom, Kaya quickly became a waterbending master, and regularly showed off some clever resourcefulness and impressive waterbending techniques whenever she found herself in a fight. However, Kaya became most well known for mastering the ability of healing through waterbending, traveling the world as one of the greatest healers. Desna and Esa are the twin brother and sister of Chief Unilock from the Northern Water Tribe. They're powerful waterbenders, never particularly aggressive form of fighting, using ice tendrils, creating water spikes, even launching whole icebergs at their enemies. Better than that, they work as a team and are amazing partners in a fight. But still, they're not perfect. Agile and quick fighters are known to be able to beat them. Hama was a waterbending master from the Southern Water Tribe when she was captured by the Fire Nation during a raid. She was kept imprisoned for years, and while in prison, she managed to come up with the waterbending technique known as bloodbending. Hama was extremely resourceful, being able to pull water out of anywhere around her, from plants to even the air itself. This kind of resourcefulness led to her being able to manipulate the water inside of people's bodies, basically giving her complete control over the person. Tarlock is a powerful waterbending master and the chief of the Southern Water Tribe. The older brother of Unilock, Tarlock was the general of the Northern Water Tribe, before he was exiled and sent to the Southern Water Tribe, where he raised his daughter Kora. Tarlock is an interesting fighter. He tends to rely a whole lot more on his own brute strength and power to beat opponents, instead of just typical waterbending, all while easily moving around using ice ramps and slides. Hu was a waterbending master who lived with the Foggy Swamp Tribe, and while there, he reached Enlightenment while sitting under the great tree in the middle of the swamp. Hu was seen as the leader of the swamp people and the wisest of all of them, believing that all living things were connected to one another, and it was his job to protect and guard the swamp. And he did that through plant bending. It's a lot like blood bending actually, where he would manipulate the water within the plants around him and transform himself into basically a giant swamp monster. Born in the Southern Water Tribe, Kora is the newest avatar and master over airbending, firebending, earthbending, and waterbending. But today, we're just going to be focusing on Kora's waterbending. Kora was trained in waterbending by Katara, one of the greatest masters ever, and has mastered both the northern and southern style of bending. But her favorite is the more aggressive form of waterbending found in Republic City. She's able to launch herself up in the air and create giant water spouts, build massive walls of ice, or unleash powerful water whips, or even waves strong enough to beat mech suits standing up over 25 stories. Paku is a waterbending master from the Northern Water Tribe, an incredible teacher with immense skill, to the point where he was once known as the best waterbender in the world. During his fight with Katara, well, he managed to create massive waves of water and ice and easily beat her once he got serious. Then during the Siege of the North, while under the full moon, Paku was able to hold his own against dozens of Fire Nation soldiers, which is wrecking shop throughout the fight. And as a member of the White Lotus, Paku also took place in the liberation of Ba Sing Se, and managed to fight against plenty of Fire Nation soldiers again, even though they were all enhanced under Sozin's Comet. Mingua was both a waterbending master and a member of the Red Lotus, held in a maximum security prison inside of a volcano by the order of the White Lotus. However, you can't hold someone as formidable as her for long before she managed to escape. Despite the fact that Mingua was born without arms, she's still able to waterbend by creating 2 tentacle arms out of water, and actually is incredibly deadly and dangerous with them. She can create even more than just 2 tentacle arms too, and Mingua is such a skilled waterbender that she can maintain those arms all while still waterbending. Tarlock is a representative of the Northern Water Tribe for the United Republic Council. While he comes across as likable and fair, behind closed doors, he's extremely manipulative and aggressive. He's gonna get what he wants, regardless the cost. For a waterbender, Tarlock is an extremely aggressive and powerful fighter, constantly striking fast and striking hard, overwhelming opponents before they even get the chance to react. He was such a skilled bender that he was even able to fight against the Avatar. And then on top of just being a master waterbender, Tarlock is also a powerful bloodbender, just even more evidence of his mastery over waterbending. Yone was a powerful crime lord in Republic City, using his unique power of psychic bloodbending in order to further his criminal empire. Now, for a long time, he was able to evade the law and hide his bloodbending, but he was eventually found out, and following a fight with Aang, his bending was removed forever. Yone is easily one of the most powerful waterbenders we've ever seen, because not only is he able to bloodbend outside of a full moon, but he's actually able to psychically bloodbend, controlling another person and not having to move a muscle to do it. Unilock was a waterbending master, the chief of both the northern and southern water tribes. He's a former member of the Red Lotus, and the first and only Dark Avatar. Unilock is an exceptionally powerful waterbending master, routinely able to fight and deal massive damage with just a little bit of water. He's an aggressive and dangerous fighter, regularly on the attack, and able to swiftly and ruthlessly overpower any opponent in his way. Aman is the mysterious leader of the group known as the Equalist, with their ultimate goal creating a world of equality without benders. In actuality though, Aman is an extremely powerful waterbender himself, actually one of the most powerful waterbenders in all of history. He also quickly mastered the outlawed art of bloodbending, becoming exceptionally powerful and at just a young age. He could manipulate people at will, doing whatever he wanted to them, and separate a bender's bending ability. He also mastered psychic bloodbending, meaning he could do all this with just a thought and sheer force of will. Gaara is a waterbending master and is easily one of the best waterbenders in history. She was the only bender left in the Southern Water Tribe, forcing herself to be self-taught. But after learning from Master Paku with a crash course in waterbending, Gaara quickly became a force to be reckoned with. She quickly mastered bloodbending even, but her signature move is her ice bending. She was even able to flash freeze and instantly beat Azula with this move. But no waterbender will be able to do anything without the moon and ocean spirits. Just like the dragons and firebending, these spirits created waterbending in the first place, and are easily the most powerful waterbenders too. Just look at what happened when Aang merged with these spirits, became a gigantic water kaiju that wiped out the entire Fire Nation Navy. Yeah, they're easily the most powerful waterbenders ever. But what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments down below. I know you're gonna have thoughts and feelings on this one for sure. If you stuck around this long and made it to the end of the video, that's amazing. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting us. And if you want to go subscribe, well, go subscribe. You're going to see more videos like this one every single week. I'll see y'all then. I'll see y'all next time.